Imagine standing at the edge of the Mariana Trench. You're about to descend 11,000 meters into the deepest place on Earth. The pressure down there is over 1,000 times what you feel right now. It would crush a human body instantly. But life exists down there. Creatures that have never seen sunlight, that have evolved in total darkness, under unimaginable pressure, in conditions more extreme than anywhere else on our planet. In our last journey, we only scratched the surface. Today, we leave the light completely behind. We are plunging straight past the midnight zone, to 4,000 meters deep into the pitch black. Welcome to the abyssal zone. Let's dive. At 4,000 meters, we enter the abyss, the abyssal pelagic zone. The pressure is now 400 times surface level. The temperature is barely above freezing, hovering around 2 degrees Celsius. The creatures here are truly alien. Abyssal comb jellies drift through the water, their bodies lined with rows of cilia that refract light into rainbow colors, even though there's no light to refract. They pulse through the darkness, feeding on tiny particles and smaller organisms. The grenadier fish, also called rat tails, are among the most common fish in the abyssal zone. They have large heads, tapering bodies, and long rat-like tails. They feed on the sea floor, using sensitive barbels to detect food in the sediment. Tube worms cluster around hydrothermal vents, cracks in the ocean floor where superheated water rich in minerals erupts from the Earth's crust. These worms have no mouth, no digestive system. Instead, they harbor bacteria inside their bodies that convert the vent's toxic chemicals into energy through chemosynthesis. It's life without sunlight, without photosynthesis, an entire ecosystem powered by the heat of the Earth itself. Giant isopods, relatives of the pill bugs you find in your garden, grow to the size of a football down here. They're scavengers, feeding on whatever falls from above. They can survive for years without food, their metabolism slow to a crawl. The Dumbo octopus flaps its ear-like fins to hover above the seafloor, looking almost comical, but it's perfectly adapted for this environment, feeding on worms and crustaceans it finds in the sediment. Basket stars reappear here, even larger than their Twilight Zone cousins, their arms spreading across the seafloor like a net to capture drifting food. The abyssal zone covers more than 75% of the ocean floor. It's the largest habitat on Earth, yet we've explored less than 0.01% of it. Every expedition brings new discoveries, new species, new ecosystems we never knew existed. But there's one more zone to explore, the deepest of all. At 6,000 meters, we enter the Hadal Zone, named after Hades, the Greek underworld. Only deep ocean trenches reach these depths. The Mariana Trench, the Tonga Trench, the Philippine Trench, the Kermadec Trench. The pressure here is over 1,000 times surface level. It would crush a human skull like an eggshell in an instant. And yet, life thrives. The Mariana Trench is the deepest place on Earth. Challenger Deep, its lowest point, sits at 11,034 meters below the surface. If you placed Mount Everest at the bottom, its peak would still be over 2,000 meters underwater. Only 4 people have ever reached the bottom. In 1960, Jacques Piccard and Don Walsh made the first descent. In 2012, filmmaker James Cameron became the 3rd person to reach Challenger Deep, spending 3 hours filming the alien landscape. What he found shocked scientists around the world. Life. Abundant, thriving life. Snailfish were the first surprise. Small, translucent, ghostly creatures with bodies like gelatin. They hold the record for the deepest living fish ever filmed. Discovered at 8,336 meters in the Mariana Trench in 2017. Their bodies contain special proteins that prevent their cells from collapsing under extreme pressure. Amphipods, shrimp-like crustaceans, swarm across the seafloor. At the surface, amphipods are tiny, barely a centimeter long. Down here, they're giants, growing up to 30 centimeters.
They're scavengers, feeding on whatever falls from above. Scientists have observed them devouring bait within minutes, their powerful jaws tearing through flesh with shocking efficiency. Supergiant amphipods in the Kermadec Trench have been filmed attacking and consuming entire fish carcasses in coordinated swarms, stripping them to bone in hours. Sea cucumbers crawl across the sediment, their soft bodies perfectly adapted to the crushing pressure. They feed by shoveling mud into their mouths, extracting any organic matter. They're the vacuum cleaners of the Hadal Zone. Xenophyophores, single-celled organisms that can grow 10 centimeters across, are among the largest single-celled lifeforms on Earth. They build delicate shells from sediment particles, creating structures that look like alien architecture. And then there are the microbes, bacteria and archaea that thrive in the sediment. Some of these microbes are billions of years old, their metabolism so slow that they divide once every 1,000 years. Hydrothermal vents exist even at these depths. Superheated water, reaching 400 degrees Celsius, erupts from cracks in the seafloor, creating oases of life in the darkness. Vent crabs, vent shrimp, and tube worms cluster around these volcanic springs, their bodies hosting bacteria that convert toxic chemicals into energy. These ecosystems don't depend on the sun. They exist entirely independent of photosynthesis, powered by the heat and chemistry of the Earth itself.
Here's the terrifying truth. We've explored less than 5% of the ocean floor, and the Hadal Zone, less than 1%. The Mariana Trench alone is 2,550 kilometers long and 69 kilometers wide. We visited only a handful of spots. The rest remains completely unexplored. What else is down there? In 1997, scientists detected a sound in the Pacific Ocean, an ultra-low frequency underwater sound louder than any known animal could produce. They called it the bloop. The official explanation is iceberg calving, but the sound was detected over 5,000 kilometers away, and some scientists remain unconvinced. In 2020, researchers discovered a new species of snailfish at 8,336 meters, breaking the previous depth record. In 2021, scientists found 4 new species of Hadal amphipods, each unique to their specific trench. In 2023, microplastics were discovered at the bottom of the Mariana Trench, proof that human impact reaches even the most remote places on Earth. Plastic bags, wrappers, and microfibers have been found in the stomachs of Hadal amphipods, a sobering reminder that no place on our planet is untouched. But there's also hope. In 2024, researchers discovered that some deep-sea bacteria can break down plastics, potentially offering solutions to pollution. New species are being discovered every year, creatures with unique adaptations that could revolutionize medicine, material science, and our understanding of life itself. The deep ocean isn't just unexplored, it's unexplorable with current technology. The pressure, the darkness, the sheer distance, it's more hostile than outer space. We have better maps of Mars than we do of our own ocean floor. And yet, life finds a way. In the coldest, darkest, most pressurized environments on Earth, life not only survives, it thrives. We've descended 11,000 meters, from the sunlight zone where dolphins play, through the twilight zone where giant squid hunt, into the midnight zone where anglerfish lure their prey, down to the abyss where tube worms thrive without sunlight, and finally to the Hadal depths where snailfish swim in crushing darkness. We've seen creatures that glow, that hunt in total darkness, that survive pressures that would destroy us instantly. But the ocean still holds its secrets. Vast trenches unexplored, creatures undiscovered, mysteries waiting in the darkness. The question isn't whether there's more life down there. The question is, what are we going to find next? If you want to uncover more secrets of the Mariana Trench and the monsters we missed, check out part 1 right here. And if you want to dive deeper into ocean mysteries, subscribe to The Silent Abyss. Next time, we're exploring something even stranger, mysterious sounds from the deep that scientists still can't explain. The bloop returns. Until then, stay curious. And remember, the ocean is deeper than you think, and what lived at the bottom is beyond imagination.